that up. Oh, that's too loud. There we go. Oh, that's too loud. That's good. All right. YouTube's up. Twitch is up. All right. Hello, everyone. Paint by Nate here. Again, for another week. Hopefully the camera's not crooked. I found that my camera has a setting that makes it always level. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Sometimes it gets crooked, I was noticing, so hopefully we fix that. Just doing some painting, 2 paintings today. One is going to be fall because it's getting to be that time of the year, at least where I am. Things are starting to turn orange, which is always my favorite season. So I'm going to be painting one fall scene, and then last week somebody asked to paint an iceberg with some penguins. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try it after this. Right now I'm just going to put this thin coat of white on while everybody's joining up, loading the page and whatnot. And I also sprayed the back of the canvas with water, just so it's a little, might be able to hear that, maybe not, but it's a little tight. I've been forgetting to do that, so I wanted to make sure I did it today. Uncle 60, hello Uncle 60, how are you doing? Just preparing the canvas, getting the thin white paint all over it. That half's good. I just gotta do this side. It's also a nice time of year because I don't have to run the air conditioner, so there's not that sound in the background. But in a few weeks, it'll probably be too cold and I'll have to bust out the little, I got a little space heater, so I'll probably might be able to hear that. Got a hair there. Alright, that side I think's good. This bottom corner could use some extra. Alright, I think, oh, missed that corner. There we go. Do once across. And back. Alright, there we go. Wipe this off. This is my light brush. I always use it for magic white. The top of it is always a very white color. Alright, so this first one for the little fall scene that I was doing, it's going to be mostly yellow colors and then very dark brown black mixture in the middle. So we have burnt sienna, ivory black, phthalo blue, but I don't know if I'll actually use that one. I don't know if I want this to all be trees at the top or if I want it sky. We'll figure it out. Titanium white, Hansi yellow, Indian yellow, yellow ochre, naphthol red. Those are the colors. So let's get started. Okay. I might just do a little tiny bit of blue, and it'll be right in the middle. But I imagine most of this will be covered up by trees, so I'm not super worried about it. Alright, I think that's good enough. I gotta figure out where I want to put the tunnel. And this is going to be kind of off of a picture, not really a picture, but a place in the mountains of North Carolina. They got a place called I think it's the Road to Nowhere, but it's just like it's a tunnel in the middle of the mountains that is only accessible via, they do like a ferry. So there's a really nice road and a really nice tunnel there, but you can only get to it at certain times of the year. And people love going there because it's a nice hiking trip. Alright, so there's the outline of the tunnel. And then I might put where I want the road to be. Just gently tap in a shape for a road. And then this up here is all, this is all gonna be trees. I'm just putting in colors right now. And then here, I believe it's surrounded by bricks. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of bricks there. And then maybe dirt comes down the side. And it's all red clay, because this is North Carolina, and here we got lots of red clay. Elvis Presley. Hello, Elvis. How's it going? Good to see you. Oh, and I did think I fixed the Nightbot. I changed the default settings. It was set to one emoji. It counted as spam. So if you did 2 emojis, it thought you were spamming. So I changed it to 5. So you can use 5 emojis in a row and be okay. So you shouldn't have. We had that problem last week. All right, we gotta put in a bunch of tree shapes, and I'm gonna use a little bit of brown, a little bit of black, and a little bit of white, and a little bit more white. And this is just gonna be fluffy tree shapes. Punching the canvas here, but that's all I really need for the background. This one's very simple. And maybe here I'll push in. It goes right. I think it went right next to the top of this, and then at the bottom it was all columns of bricks. So we'll see how we make those. I haven't really thought it through very well yet. You got an email? I want to send you a pic of the sea stacks. I do have an email. It's admin@pinkbynate.art. If Nightbot ever comes around, he has the links to it. And I also have I made a Discord. I don't know if anyone actually uses Discord here, but I made one, and it's also in the links if you want to. Feel free to join and post stuff there. There we go. That's nice. Need it a little bit darker on the corner. That's nice. All right. I'm just going to keep doing more of the same. Just burnt sienna and ivory black, really. That's the colors of the day. Some more brown or burnt sienna. There we go. Sorry if that's rattling too much. Maybe I'll move that up. A little bit better. At some point I need to fix my canvas because it's kind of, or my easel, because it's kind of letting loose here. Some of the wing nuts have come unscrewed. I need one more layer here in the front. But after that, I'm just going to add in some, we'll add in some branches, not branches, what are they called? Trunks. Trunks of the trees, that's what I'm going to add in. Maybe some more of the black there. And then we'll just throw this in. Here and there. Throughout. That one might be a little big, but that's okay. From there, might not be as noticeable. Maybe I'll aim for the light spots, and it'll stand out a little bit more. Maybe that'll work. Oh yeah, that's way better. So if you're doing this, aim for the light spots. They stand out more. All right, maybe one there. There we go. And I'll take white. And a little bit more brown. Burnt sienna. A little bit of white. Probably put out too much titanium white for this painting, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to go back over those a little bit. They don't have to be exact, I don't think. Maybe they do, I don't know. Maybe a little bit more white here. Just a touch. Maybe that'll help stand out. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that's good. Whoops. I did one too far to the left. Sometimes you miss. That's okay. There we go. And then in front of these, I'll probably just put lighter colors. Not really trying to put more dark colors up here. Maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe in the front. We'll see. It's kind of hard to aim the palette knife this way. Maybe I should aim it that way. But next time. Maybe. Wipe this off. Nope, there's Nightbot. It should have the link in there, hopefully. Alright, now we want to put in some nice fall colors here. I don't know if I want to use the 1-inch brush, which has a stray hair I can see already. Get that out of here. Or the 2.5-inch brush. I'll start with this one. Maybe add a little bit of white, magic white to the top. And then I'll go into Indian yellow. I like Indian yellow for my fall colors. I don't know why. It just looks nice to me. Alright, let's start putting in these up here on the right side. And maybe some yellow. Hansa yellow. Can't remember if I said I was using Hansa yellow. Here and there. Yellow ochre. Probably just alternate this all the way across. Go back to the yellow. If I was using cad yellow, it would probably stand out more, but that's okay. Actual cad yellow. Here at the bottom, I might make it a little darker too. Add in some brush and bushes and stuff. But we can do that later. Right now, we're just throwing stuff in. Indian yellow, back to yellow ochre. I do kind of want to throw some more back in the bottom there. Or black, sorry, not brack. What did I say? Something goofy. There we go. Just trying to get this all filled in. And I believe the bridge will probably take most of the time. Or the tunnel, sorry, not the bridge. If we were making a bridge. Probably start it off a little. Actually, you could probably put a bridge still in here if you wanted to. Alright, there's the background. I'm going to throw in some more dark color at the front. Just to make it interesting, I don't know. It's just umber and, or not umber, sienna and ivory black. Sienna, ivory black. I think I said those in reverse. That's okay. Alright, there we go. Maybe it comes up with the sides. I don't know, it kind of pushes stuff in when you do it like that. One day try scratching the tree areas with the back of a brush. I like the back of a fan brush or something, grip liner. That could work. I like the 1-inch brush. I don't know if my 1-inch brush is sharp enough. It might be. I could do it with a script liner maybe. Also looks way different when I look at the screen. It looks way different on there than up here. I don't know why. Use the back of a regular brush. Let's try it. Ooh. That looks really good. Thanks Uncle 60 for, he has all the good tips. That's fun. I like that. Cool. All right. Where was I? think I was down here. I think I was actually done with this, so I'm probably done with this section. We can start on the bricks. I haven't painted something like this before, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to use, what am I going to use here? I have a few brushes that might work for this. I think the best one would probably be this little flat brush. It's a very tiny flat brush. And we're just going to start with some squares. Actually, I wonder if, no, let's just put in some brick shapes first and then we'll see. These are just going to be kind of sporadic blocks. And then I'm going to come in here in a bit and cover them with, I'll use white to highlight it. Not white, white and sienna, sorry. Let's see. Oh, that works way better. I should have done that. I was doing it too horizontal there. And now we're getting into the magic white, so things are going to get a little dicey. I'm trying to remember how white it was. I can't remember. I think maybe it goes like over here. Over here. That seems right. I don't know. Perspective wise, I think it looks right. I don't know if it's actual to scale in the actual tunnel. I'm just kind of tapping and pulling to the right. I don't know. Probably a better way to make bricks. The only other time I've done something like that is with the, what is it? The palette knife. Made bricks with that before. I haven't really done it with this brush ever. I imagine it's the same concept. Might take a little while. It's not the biggest brush. But I think it does look okay. I like the size of it is pretty good for bricks. I'm not sure how I'm going to do these ones, but that's the story of this painting. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. We'll figure it out as we go. And one more row here, I believe. And it is interesting when you flip the brush over, they change as more of the paint on it, so it changes in between. It's like one got kind of gray and the other one's dark black. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think that's good there. This side. That side's looking good. This side's looking a little rough. Got a bunch of rhombuses over here. Maybe we can fix them. Oh yeah. We can fix those. Easy peasy. go. Stone bridges are tricky. You end up using many different colors mixed on top of each other to simulate stone. Interesting. So I'll have to use different colors. Oh yeah, that's true. I think this side's not coming out as good as the other side. I don't know why though. I think it's just the angle. Maybe if I hold the brush different, that'll help. Oh yeah. A little bit. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just it's easier for me to pull that way than it is to pull this way. All right, let's keep working down this bridge. Go back up here. That part's good, I think, up there. Maybe some more there. And this is, I think I'm just using ivory black with a little tiny bit of burnt sienna that found its way in. Flip the brush over, make it a little darker here and there. There we go. That's actually coming out okay. Wouldn't say it's phenomenal, but they look kind of like bricks. Might need the script liner or something to detail around the edges. Got some there. Oh, that's one thing I keep doing. I hold it this way. As I paint them, my brush angle droops down. I gotta pay attention to that so we don't do it. All right. Is that a bridge? We gotta work on the top a little bit. I probably should have put the middle in. I was not thinking about this, but I should have painted that. Should have painted that section first, because it's going to be solid black. And I might mess up my bricks around the edge because I didn't do it first. Okay. All right, I think we got that in. Now we got to do this middle part. Let's see how we're going to do this. There's a very tiny speck in the middle that is not black. And I've probably already done it wrong. But the rest of this is very dark. And then towards the edges it gets more light. If I was thinking ahead, I probably would have put a piece of tape or something over the middle there. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about getting it dirtied with colors. Like I do here. And this is just straight ivory black here. Yeah, I definitely put that too far to the, what was that, middle? Let's rethink. We can change it, we can change it. Hopefully not destroying this brush. This is probably not the way this brush is meant to be used. But that's okay. I'm pulling around the edge to make it kind of straight, or more straight than it was. I'll add more dark color here on the side. Almost went for burnt sienna there. I don't know how I'm going to do this little section here in the middle. It'll be tricky. All right. Maybe I should be pulling this way. This side over here is probably too light. Alright, one more on the bottom, I think, on this side. Hopefully. I kind of messed up that top left side there, so I'll try to fix that here in a bit. Right now I'm just putting in this dark color. Not sure how I'm going to fix that yet, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it up, and it'll look fine. Okay, here we go. Just blending out. This dark color's in here. Actually, I might use a different blender brush for this. Alright, let's just go this way first. Alright, I just use the, this is a blender, just a blender brush there for that. Clean up a bit. Now let's see how we're going to fix this corner. I don't like this corner. See, I kind of screwed it up right here. Let's see, what would be a good way to get this off? One way we can start is just using this towel. Very small strokes with the towel. Next time I do this, I'll definitely use a, what would I use? I'd use a piece of tape. That would have helped a lot. But you paint and you learn. All right, let's see. What kind of color do we want back here? You want it to be bright? Sure. I don't know. What color is this? Yellow? I just used Indian yellow and something else. White. And I guess there's some black still on here from the mistake. You know, not a mistake, happy accident, what do they call it? I don't think you can see anything at the end of the tunnel either. It just looks like there might be something nice on the other side of it. Richard Spencer's here. Hello, Nate. Awesome work, buddy. Thanks, Richard. Much appreciated. We're just trying to paint a tunnel right now, and it's a little bit of a struggle, but we're making progress. All right, so I use the filbert brush there at the end of the tunnel, and I don't want to touch the tunnel anymore. So I'm gonna maybe come back to it at the end, but for now, we'll leave it alone. We'll go back to the bricks. Alright, so around the sides here, I need to fill in this side, so I didn't go far enough with the actual bricks here. So I'm just going to fill this in around the sides of the tunnel. It was a little crooked there, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just fixing wherever I still have brown sticking out. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. All right. Some there. I think there's some there. It's hard for me to tell at this point. Everything's kind of blended together. All right. Maybe some. Try and fix up some of these where the spots of the canvas is still sticking out. We don't want any spots in those. Maybe we do. I don't know. It does make them look a little bit more like bricks if they have spots on them. I might actually switch to the palette knife and do it the speedy way. I mean, not the speedy way, but the way that I've done before. A little bit simpler. Alright, let's get rid of whatever that color was. Can't tell. Something yellow. Use some white, black, brown, sienna. Maybe more white. Not mixed it up too much though. Where do we want to start? Up here? Just going over these bricks with the small side. This is going to probably take a while, so hopefully nobody gets too bored. But I've got brown, burnt sienna, ivory black, and titanium white, kind of, I don't want to say heavily mixed, but what do they say, marbled? It's a little marbled. Marbly. Got some up there, over here. Probably could use more white than that, but that's okay. We can make a second pass at some point. If not now, we can do it in the future. Yeah, this probably would have been a lot faster to just use this knife with, instead of the tiny flat brush. I think it's a quarter, not a quarter flat. Maybe it is a quarter flat brush, I can't remember. It's one of the Kevin Hill brushes. Alright, let's just keep working our way across. Hopefully this mixes with some of the color we put on the bottom. I think it does, a little bit. Make sure I don't miss these ones along the side. There we go. Those ones came out really good. I don't know if you can see them, but maybe a little bit. It is kind of a dark painting we got here. All right, just keep going around. Some here. And all the bricks should be slightly red. I don't know if I started it that way, but just like everything in here in North Carolina, they use red clay for everything. So you got red bricks, red dirt, everything's red. And we work down the side. There we go. I think I missed one here in the middle, right there. Here, there, there, there. I have to mix up some more of this. But brush putting in the bricks, other than using the palette knife, of course. Could have done this with the flat brush all the way. This is a little bit more easier on my brain. Alright, go across there. Mix up some more of that sienna, ivory black, a little bit of white, marbled, a little bit more white. There we go. Alright, back to this side. Up here, this side's almost good up top. Might need a little bit more up here. I'm using the same, it's the same pressure that I use when I'm highlighting mountains. I don't know if I was specific when I was saying how I was highlighting these, but it's really just the same light kind of touch. Here, I think we got a few more rows, just a few. Some right here. I don't know if I'll use the script liner to go in between these with something like a gray color, thin down gray or something, but I'm thinking about it, thinking about what I might do. Let's see, some here. And I can't tell if these are red or not. I think they're just gray. And I missed some in here, so I'll throw some in there too. This came out okay. Tunnel is cool. Canvas spots on stones looks good. Dry brush perspective, dark gray marks coming from the small tunnel. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea. Small. Oh, I lost the chat. Small tunnel opening to the larger opening. Dark gray marks. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Dark gray. So I need some white. A little bit of white and gray. Let's see. Dry brush perspective, dark gray marks. You with the backside? I don't know if anyone can see this. Maybe you can. Picked up some of that corner. I don't know what's up here, but something on this canvas smells really good. I don't know if I did that right. We'll see. Did I miss any bricks? I might cover up some of the top with something, but I do want to fill in the spaces a little bit here. So I'll use basically the same colors with some oil. Linseed oil, script liner, and maybe some black, a little bit more black, maybe a little bit more. I want it to be a little bit darker. And then I can just fill in some of these spaces. Or where there should be spaces, sorry. Should have specified. Let's see. Anywhere there's like 2 bricks that I've made that look kind of the same color to me, I just want to fill that in. Like right here. I think I messed that up a little bit, put the bricks on top of each other. Maybe right here. Let's see, where else did I do that? I did that kind of right here. Definitely in here. And maybe we'll just fill this in. Make it look like mortar or something. Oops. Gotta be more careful when I'm doing the detail stuff. That's one thing I need to work on. I go kind of too hard into the canvas sometimes. Isn't a bad thing, but just something you gotta be aware of. Be aware of when you're painting. Let's see. I think this side looks mostly good. Nothing. This side definitely came out better than the other side. Might have just been the angle that I was holding the brush, but I think it came out a lot better. I can fix that line I just made off the side. Easy enough. All right. Maybe some more in here. I think that's good. I don't know. It's a tunnel. It's a tunnel into some bricks. That was kind of hard. But we learned. We learned some stuff about tunnel offset and shadows. That's a good tip, though. I don't know if we can see it on the screen, but it definitely looks like you can see the shape of a road in there now. All right, now let's work on what should we work on next? Maybe cover up the corners. I'll use a fan brush for this part, but could use some of that thin paint. Up on the tops here, just adding some around some of these bricks that are a little off-shaped that I might have gone too fast on or not thought about when I was doing them. Especially up here. These ones don't look like they fit the rest of the top of the tunnel very well. Okay. And this is just, I was using like almost a dry fan brush, but it did have some oily ivory black in it. That's the only difference. I'm just trying to cover up some of these misplaced bricks. All right, I think that's good enough. Oh, my neck's kind of hurting too. All right, let's go. Are we ready to close it in? I guess we can close the tunnel down. Let's use black and brown. That's the colors of the day, or the colors of this painting rather. I gotta be careful because it's going to be very easy to completely destroy that side of the painting. Maybe we'll tap straight in here. Throw some dark colors down. It's almost dried here. I don't know if I didn't put enough magic light on or what happened there, but all right, we gotta be careful. That could be a little bit more dark. There we go. Honestly, it might be okay to just go over the side a little bit there. Shouldn't be too worried about it. I think I'm worrying too much. I shouldn't be. Maybe we can tap down right at the edge of the tunnel, and then I'm going to highlight that anyway, so it doesn't have to be. This is just dark colors. All right, and then this side, just push in. If you push in the same spot over and over, it just blends it out and it doesn't destroy everything. So you have to be a little careful with it. Because if you go too much, it'll ruin everything. All right, then just push in some more color down there. And then this part, I might just mark where I want the road to be. Because there's kind of a road still there, I think. It's just covered with branches and all kinds of stuff. Alright, here we got a crooked tunnel. It looks like it's slanting that way. And some trees. Alright. That's okay though. Let's get to highlighting as I throw my brush across the room. Alright. I'll just use ochre. I like ochre for this. Maybe not too much though. Just here and there. Especially on the side next to the tunnel. Go do it. Whoops, that's Indian yellow. Indian yellow and ochre. Because I accidentally picked one. I might scratch in some extra foliage down here, sticks and whatnot. Alright, there we go, that. I think that's okay. Good enough at least. Might want some more on the other side. Like right in here. I do want them to be a little bit more bright though. Maybe that's too bright. Probably going to be too bright here. Eh. I don't know. Too bright? Not bright enough? I like it. Alright, and then let's see. Maybe some more on that other side. Right here. Just a little bit. I don't know. I say a little bit and then I do the entire thing, but just to make it stick out a little bit more. Then we'll grab this brush. It's my 2-inch that I was using. It's kind of dirty. And I'll just come in, do the rest kind of green and yellow. Or green and yellow ochre, sorry. That side's okay. Maybe add some Indian yellow. Make it look more fall. I don't know if that looks better or worse. Probably worse. But that's okay. Touch up the top here a little bit with some foliage. And we got to do something in the middle, I guess. Let's see. What's a good middle color here? Umber and white. That's usually pretty good. On the filbert. Let's just pull it all the way across. This is an old dirt road. I might add a branch or something in here too. Somewhere around the middle, maybe. I don't really know. Oops, that was some of the bricks color that I picked up there. I'll just blend this out here in a sec. Let's add a branch here. Branch or two. Big log in the middle of it, because it is kind of blocked off. Let's see. Maybe I'll blend this out just a little bit. Too many brush strokes. There we go. All right. Let's get the. What was I going to do? I already forgot. Oh, we're gonna make a little branch or a log. I'll just use straight sienna for this. Maybe sienna leftover black. Let's see where it goes. I don't want to block the whole road, but maybe we can put one here. You just kind of dangling off to the side, and then I'll put some brush around the bottom. Leaves and whatnot, like he's growed up in weeds. This is just the filbert brush too. I don't know if I said that. Nice one I'm using. I did pick up a little bit of blue. I don't know. I feel like the bottom part of this could be some blue. At least for a log. And I'll add some branches on the side of him. Let's do that with this script liner, some oil, some brown. There's one. Maybe we got another big one here. He's a little bit bigger. Maybe one snapped off and he's just hanging out over here in the weeds. Sometimes that happens. All right. Then we'll go back into the Indian yellow. Tap around the bottom. Might make it a little bit darker here, but that's okay. Push that in. And then I'll go over the bottom one more time because I messed up those these little bushes here. Maybe add some highlight right there. Just a little bit. I think that's okay. I don't know. I think that's okay. Hey Nate, nice to see you. Hi Paul, how's it going? I think we just finished this one. Or finished enough. We could probably spend a lot more time on it, but details and whatnot. One thing I might do first. Just add some streaks to the down tree over here. Make him look more like a tree. Could do that beforehand, but where's the fun in that? I like making mistakes and then trying to fix them. Alright, let's get some thin oil for this red. And we'll sign it. Probably could have made the top darker, I think, but that's why we do it. We learn stuff. All right. Let's rip liner into the naphthol red. Let's sign here. That is a very large signature today, but that's okay. Sometimes you need a big signature. All right. This looks awesome. That tunnel looks amazing. Yeah, the tunnel was a lot of tips from Uncle 60. It definitely helped. Like lots of good tips there. All right. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is it's called the Road to Nowhere. It's a tunnel in North Carolina, but this is just my painting of it. So there we go. And then the next one, I'll just cross it right through here. Put this down. Next one is what did I say I was going to do? Oh, I was going to try to paint some icebergs. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do that next. And that's going to use very, very few colors, I think. Probably only 3 or 4, maybe 5. But most likely 3 or 4. Just going to wipe off the edges of the canvas real quick. And then we'll go grab the new colors, or clean this one off first, then grab the new colors. I can't decide if I want to use Prussian blue or phthalo blue. Probably Prussian blue, maybe ultramarine, I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. Let's see. And I made the mistake of only looking at pictures of penguins this week. I didn't look at any pictures of icebergs, so we'll see if I can figure out how to paint an iceberg. I'm assuming it's just like a mountain that's mostly white, maybe some blue. I did a Glacier Bay painting from Bill Alexander a long time, well, not a long time, but a few months ago. Don't forget the penguin. Yeah, I won't forget. I'll try not to forget the penguins. If there's one thing I remember to paint, it's probably going to be the penguins. I'm just going to wipe this off real quick so my colors don't get mixed up. And I have phthalo blue still on the palette, so I guess I'm going to use phthalo blue for this one. I don't know if that's a good iceberg color, but maybe it'll work out. There we go. All right, I'll go over here and grab the old Blue Ridge oil paints. Already got red, got yellow, got blue. I need some black probably, maybe, if I want to darken some things. And then lots of white because this is going to be icebergs. Lots and lots of white. Maybe some sienna. I feel like icebergs might be dirty. So they might have some burnt sienna in them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been using a lot of burnt sienna lately. I don't know if you can tell. But most of my Instagram has been with browns and yellows and blues. Icebergs are mostly white with a bit of blue flavor. Okay, ignore the ad. Got it. Mostly white with a bit of blue. Alright, where did I put my canvas? Oh, it's back here. Oh, I should clean the brushes first, so let's do that real quick. We don't want to get these fall colors in our icebergs. I guess it wouldn't matter too much though. Might be interesting to get some weird colors in there. And I'm using, I don't know if I said it, but I'm using Bristol Magic. That's the thing. That's what I use to clean my brushes now. Works really, really well. I haven't had any complaints about it so far. No rashes or hives or anything. Alright, so 1 2-inch brush is good. Let's do my light one. And I found that I can do about 6 paintings with one Bob Ross bucket full of this stuff before I have to change it. Which is pretty good. Not as good as the water mixable oils though. You just get a new bucket of water every time. Alright, this is clean, that's clean. I guess we just have small brushes left. Fan brush, blender brush, 1-inch brush. Now I do miss my cleaning intro. Well, I don't know what you would call it, but the thing I would play with the song when I would clean my brushes. I used to have one with my old streaming setup, but I changed streaming things and now it don't work anymore. It's kind of sad. But normally I play a nice little song in between while I'm cleaning. I don't know if that's more or less interesting than me just rambling while I clean stuff. Alright. I got titanium oil over my fingers somehow. Happens too often. Just get random paint all over myself. Alright, there we go. They're all cleaned. I don't think I'll need this flat brush anymore, so I'll put him back over here. Get our other canvas, make sure he's still tight. No, not quite tight enough. Should be a high-pitched rumble if he's nice and tight. Almost knocked over my old trash can. There we go. All right, let's just give them a quick spray on the back. There we go. I gotta figure out what perspective I want to use here. Portrait or landscape. I'll just use landscape for now. Could always switch it up, I don't know. There we go. Make sure it's nice and tight. Here we go. Listening to you ramble is fun. Okay, I'll keep that up then. No worries. This brush might be too oily still, so I'm going to wipe it off. Oh yeah. You definitely don't want, I don't know if anyone else cleans their brushes while they're in between paintings, but if I have this much oil on it, or cleaning agent or whatever, if it's water mixed oils, it's water. If it's regular oils, it's this blue Bristle magic stuff. If I have that much on it, it's gonna ruin the next painting I do. Because your base magic white layer is just gonna be a slip and slide, and it's gonna be no fun. Alright, magic white time. Just tap here and there. Just dripped it all over the floor. That's okay. Tap some here, some there, maybe some up here. I think that's good. Got that nice reverberation of the tight canvas, which is good. I try to remember to do it every time now, because when I forget, I get these not ring, but you can see the frame of the canvas around the edge when you paint. I don't like that. It's easy to get rid of, but it's just nicer when you don't have to worry about it at all. Just doing a little X strokes here. Back and forth. Back and forth. Until the whole canvas gets at least covered enough to spread the paint around. Missed some more right there. There we go. Get that bottom side. Oh, there we go. I missed that whole bottom strip right there. Go there. Have a little bit too much at the top, I can tell. So I'll wipe this off on my towel here real quick, and then just go over it one more time. That's just so I know I got most of it off, or enough that it's not going to be a problem. Yeah, see, that's a lot. Quite a bit. All right. It's iceberg penguin time. Let's see how it goes. Well, I gotta cover this up first, so I don't spill thinner everywhere. Alright, here's the palette for this. Very, very light on colors. I'll use very little yellow and red for sure. Probably just the signature, maybe the beak of a penguin here. But burnt sienna, ivory black, phthalo blue, titanium white, yellow ochre, naphthol red. That's all we're doing for colors for this one. And we're going to go right into phthalo blue. Could use some Prussian blue for this, but I had the phthalo blue already out, so we'll just work with that. I don't know if I want to add some clouds in here or not. I want it to be kind of stormy. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. A little X's here. I think that's good. I have difficulty doing good highlights on mountains. Can you do a big old mountain in your next stream? Maybe throw in some fall leaves too, because it's fall. Yeah, yeah, I can. I did make a video. I don't know how long ago it was. I feel like it's forever ago, but it was like a very simple how to highlight mountains video, and it's very short. It's like two or 3 minutes long. But I don't know if that one would help in the meantime. So you don't have to wait until next week. Just throwing some more blue in here. I can already tell I have too much oil up here. Because the paint's starting to just slide everywhere. I might have to wipe some off here in a sec. Yeah. Or we can make do. We can make do with that. Alright, let's add some more blue. I'll have some water. Those icebergs. That's a lot of blue. I said some blue, I meant a ton of blue. All right, we've got a blue canvas. We're done. This is modern art here. I'm just kidding. I might wipe some of this oil off though, because it's bothering me. I can feel it. I can feel it on the canvas. Let's just see. Let's see how bad it is. This is how I test. I set it there for a second. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty bad. There's a lot of oil up here, folks. Yeah, depending on how much gets pulled off is how much oil you've got. So if you barely set it on there and then you just pull the thing off and you have a giant spot, there's a ton of oil in that spot. Because it didn't soak in or didn't stick anything. It just came right off. So anything you put on top is just going to slide around. Maybe do it the second painting because I usually do it kind of late. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Alright, let's do some simple. What kind of clouds do they have in the Antarctic? That's where penguins live, right? I guess it's the same kind of clouds as you get anywhere else. A cloud is a cloud. But one nice thing about having a very oily canvas is you can just slide paint everywhere. That makes for really nice clouds. I'm just using titanium white on the fan brush, swinging it around like crazy. Maybe some string on down here. Very oily here in the middle, so I'll have to remember that when I do anything else. Let's get the old, do I want to use the blue brush or the white? Maybe I'll use the blue brush, since it's already dirty. Just doing circles. I'm pressing pretty hard there. It's not the usual light strokes there. I'm pressing really hard because I've got a ton of oil on it and I'm trying to pull it off as I'm going around. All right, there's some clouds. Let's add in one more over here. And then one back here. But he's kind of sitting on the side. He's not all the way down. And then he comes back down here. All right. Oh no. I just pulled the top of my fan brush off. That's sad. Nothing super glue can't fix. Alright, let's get the old blendy brush that we used before. What was that? Oh, my neighbor's dog's outside. That's my calendar, sorry. The clock is telling me it's almost 6. Alright, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell here. Is that white here? I think it is. I want this to be more bluish instead of white, but I think there's too much oil for me to fix that, so we'll just make do. Alright, get out here. Apple calendar. Alright. Time for some icebergs, which have mostly blue, I think. At least in the back, I can just do them as mostly blue. Let's see what we want to do here. We're making some icebergs. So we'll add some blue and white. These ones are far away. I'm just using the filbert brush. At least for these little ones. Very far away ones. Pull down. Actually, the fan brush might be better for this because it's more pointy. Let's do that. Let's switch it up before we get too far. This is the one. This one with the pop top. Yes. All right, we're gonna have to toss that one. Thank you for your service, fan brush. It's been a pleasure. All right, let's go in here. Up and down, straight up and down. Kind of like what I would do for trees normally. All right, there's one far away off in the distance iceberg. Let's do another one over here. Just pull them down. Might need a little bit more blue. So it does have to be a little bit darker than the foreground, or the clouds, you know. Can't have an iceberg that's lighter than its background. That's just weird. Alright, there's a couple. And then let's do one closer by a little bit. Just throw them in right here. And these ones I'm actually going to highlight, so just apply this dark color first and then we'll make it a little bit better. I could add some black to this to make it a little bit more dark, but I don't think I am yet. Not yet, at least. Maybe in the future. Some over here. Maybe this one comes up to the side. And he's more square. He's more square of a square iceberg. He comes off there. Hard to see. A little hard to see for me, all this blue. But we'll make it work. Alright, let's get the... What brush is this? No, palette knife. Might actually need more white when I do this. But let's just start adding in iceberg shapes. Just pulling down, pulling straight down. Bottom I can splash out, or not splash out. I guess splash out is the word I'm looking for. These back ones, they don't need to be too detailed. They should probably be farther away. There we go. And then we'll splash around the bottoms here.